You know, those drunks were completely right. It's a terrible day today, Kim. Just the weather is terrible. But yeah, we should probably head back to oh, a little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. But yeah, it's a lovely day. Got 12 skill points. We really need to use some of them. In fact, let's do a thought. Okay. Okay, so let's unlock this. Confirm. And unlock. Should I unlock another one just in case? Yes. So let's give White Morning a go, and then let's give what ideology do I want to use? I don't know, so let's just go for the easy option and go for that one. Okay. But yeah, we should probably head back, but screw it, let's explore the rest of this area. We can fast travel now, you know? Oh, this is the bus stop that we were talking about earlier. I think, maybe. Can we get up? Whoa, where are we headed? The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? Maybe. No, I want to get up here, please. But we'll see this. Money. I always gotta go for the money, you know? Okay, the rear of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. At least I'm not the only one who's crashing in the wilderness, you know? Can I get up there? Nope, I'm still gonna go around. What's up here then? Why can I not run anymore? Oh, there's people here. Hello. What's in the window? Bars cover these long, dusty windows. Is this church? It looks like it might be the church. Hey, guys.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man sits next to it, well, he stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Why do you know Kim Kitsuragi and not me, huh?
Nice to meet you.
The lieutenant nods. Yeah, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
He says as if it's self-evident. Well, that told me nothing, but thank you, dude. So what was that about the window before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Ah. Do you and Kim know each other then?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed colouring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
To worms, huh?
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
He points to the building again.
This man is your half-brother.
But...
You feel it. But why?
dude, you need to calm down.
Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
Oh, so what's so fascinating about the empty old building then?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to He raises his hand to his eyes to shield himself from the pattering rain. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
I know what R&D is. Encyclopedia? Seriously, you failed on that? If I know it, then you should know it. So what's an R&D department then?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
He smiles brightly, laugh lines around his eyes. This is a cheerful guy. I like this guy.
You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Mea Culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
Why were you not familiar with that? Encyclopedia, you know all sorts of weird and off-the-wall stuff, and yet you don't know about R&D? So let's look at the building
It
then.
looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
God, can I just mention once again that I really love my shadow with my stupid hat and with this. I don't think I've ever heard of Feld Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
He adjusts his suit jacket.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
He grins. Maybe a little bit, but I'm following you. So what was the ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
A tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
Ooh.
Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He grins, admiring the sentence he just produced. So what happened next? How did they fall from grace?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Ah. The boy wipes his nose in his sleeves. Once again, we meet a kid. The kids that I'm liking are starting to outweigh the kids that I don't like. I think the only one that I really dislike is Kuno S. Oh, and that Cindy with a skull. Cindy has a skull. Cindy skull. But she's still cool. She's just a little shit.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
He pauses, pointing to the other building, then continues.
All of this was built by Feld, even a boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
Ah, are you saying that Feld Electrical built the boardwalk? Look, under your feet.
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed.
Oh, that's a shame.
A pleasure wheel?
The lieutenant looks wistfully at the horizon as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky. We had the same thought there. We would have loved to have tried it, like me and you, Kim, eh?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
So would I, like I said. It'd be a memory for the two of us. We could have done it together, huh? Huh, Kim? Huh?
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
So, what did the revolutionaries do with those advanced tapes then? Tape
They used
computers.
them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Decret de Mars.
He says, while his son looks up, idly chewing on the corner of his verm-themed colouring book. Oh, what a cute kid. What was that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
He looks at his son, who starts giggling, his face hidden behind the book.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
So how did those computers work then? Did they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
He raises his finger, remembering something.
Buckle up.
Oh yeah.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Humpty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
Wumpty Dumpty Dum. I like that name.
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center?
Dude, you're so behind.
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Okay. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, Paul Ockerman, Keith and Guy Juiced. What are you talking about?
The Humpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Art. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
You've got to be making this up. Kim, is he making this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Humpty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
He clears his throats. You have that ability to make that thought after I just chose some more. I'm gonna have to get another slot, aren't I, just to get that one? Yep.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers.
Yes, sorry.
As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Cool. Sounds cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of 07.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it? So that the enemies couldn't get their hands on it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
He takes a step back. The boardwalk creaks mournfully in the wind. Okay, so what happened to the engineers and the company people then? I assume they didn't all die.
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
He smiles again, as if he's somehow personally responsible for this bleak turn of events. I guess they might have all died then. Is there anything else that I want to ask him?
But of course. What else?
Yeah, we're not going to ask him for money. We've now got a free place to live. We can make the money. So thank you for all your interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
You're welcome, Chant. Okay, I need to unlock. Yep. And I need a Wumpty Dumpty Dom. I need to know about this Wumpty Dumpty Dom, okay? Ooh, minus of suggestion though. It's Wednesday evening and something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath the billowing roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine and exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wonder Twins, Guy and Keith Juiced, are stars of the show, with their bomber jackets and white sneakers, head curators of this art expedition. It's the Wumpty Dommiest event of the year, and all the cool kids have RSVP'd. Where are you if you are not there? I've got to be there. There's no way I wouldn't have known of the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Centre. So what's over here then? Another power box. It charges nothing now. It's empty. The fence blocks the path. No way on from here. I don't know. I could use the bolt cutters, chain cutters. Isn't that exactly what it's for? Well, let's look at this then.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Well, it doesn't say that. It says research and development.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Oh, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
The lieutenant raises his collar of his bomber jacket. Turn away. What a way to say that. Why can I open this? Can I do something with them then? With a tool? Oh yeah, I did use my my alcohol. My alcohol's gone now. Excellent. So let's try the pry bar and the bolt cutter. See if that helps. Yeah. Yeah. I've been missing stuff like that all over because I've just been using my stupid whatchamacallit. Oh, let's go up. Where was that thought?
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Okay, well, first we'll try and see inside.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
Yeah, Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know...
He takes his glasses off.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things.
Aww.
It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Can you still shoot though? I mean, he missed his only shot that he's done so far, and I somehow managed it. I feel like I should be the worst shot out of the two of us.
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
That's good. That's a 70%. Let's see if we can find a way through. I'm keeping my eyes out for bottles. Ooh. How do I get up there then? Sorry, I saw like a way up to the roof. But we'll actually head this way first because I wanted to go up here. And I will. I'm determined eventually to get there. Ah. Oh, you look like a cryptozoologist. I'll be back for you later. No boat in the boathouse today. This section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. What's in this then? Ooh. Nice. Nice. What's in this one? Anything good? The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. I don't know whether it's shoddily constructed, but you know, it's just not been used in a while. Can I get around there? No. Okay. So we finally made it up to this side. So ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shaded bench covered in rust. Can I get through here? Sign says entry indeterminate. How do I get to that bit? Oh, an old ticket taker booth no longer in operation. People paid money to park here. No one will pay now. Oh, that's a horrible thing to say. Let's look at this first then.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs.
So what do you think? Like this was a firing range? Not a firing range, firing squad?
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
That makes sense. I like how it says visual calculus heroic 15, but we've got a 72% chance of doing it. Because we've seen the bullet holes in the plaza, we've seen the bullet holes in the backyard, we know about the revolution, and we know about Feld Electrical. What, do you think this is where like all those people died? All the scientist guys?
Unable to piece together the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
Fine, okay.
The scattering of bullet holes looks like one giant smiling mouth, smiling its deadly smile.
We'll come back to this. But for now, we'll walk away. Let me just get rid of this. Did we have anything that would have given us visual calculus? Well, we've already got +1, so I can't see it that good. Come on, cross over, dude. 20 cents. 20 real. 52 real. Let me just... I don't like running around without my bag. So let's keep the bag and keep the pry bar. Hello. Ooh, we got another found thing. What does that? What is that then? Oh, it's a hat. I do like my encyclopedia though. And what does that give me? A -2 perception. Ooh. Well, at least we've got a 2 logic there if we ever need it. But I like my my weird hats. Okay, so there's nothing else here, so let's look at the door. Can we get in? The door is not only barred shut, it's inaccessible. So let's run back round. And I'm just going to click there so it'll run automatically. But we'll actually continue this way. I don't know whether it's a dead end, but we'll talk to these guys. I will take that. That's a bottle. Can I pick up the bottle? I should be able to pick up that bottle. It's just like right there, please. I guess not.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
This patch reads, can I see anything? I don't think I see anything interesting.
You don't have a reason to. Yet.
What is this about? Is it something that I might hide somewhere here later?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
Okay, I'll try and remember this Inland Empire. The buoy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. Okay. Weird. Oh, those are mines. Oh no, they're blockades. Okay, the heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes. Crumbling. Let's talk to these guys then. These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. They still won't light up. And tiny cages, carefully constructed. This one looks like it might be Lena's husband. Hello.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys.
It's almost
Not out of
impossible to
this
get a
jam.
fire going. Okay, so... Yes, you are the... Are you her husband? I think you are Morale, right?
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Hello.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Hello.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Excuse me? Why are you called the crypto-fascist? And why are you yelling? Why is this picture? What is this picture? I don't like that picture. I don't want to talk to you. You shut up and continue working.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
Oh, is he got... Was that an Australian accent I heard? You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn waterlock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back. I'm not going to reveal that to everybody, especially this guy who's working with the crypto-fascist. So, you know, the water lock's been fixed now. It was fine when I crossed it. Withhold the whole story. I'm not withholding the whole story. I'm just telling him the most basic stuff.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Bed. A warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
I did.
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
He turns to you as he says that. Okay.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we go in.
He refastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind. Yeah, Lena seems so eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps.
Okay, fine.
My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south, where Lena would be.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
You're not even that far away from each other. Why are you yelling?
Come on. She wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Won't let Lena down? Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a special connection to the phasmid somehow.
Yeah, I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She sighted the phasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
He coughs and then continues.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the
Oh,
mysterious
we will.
phasmid.
An excuse to talk to Lena? We're gonna take it.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Another cough into his fist this time. Fine. I don't give up on things either.
Good. A good quality to have, both for a police officer and an experimental zoologist.
I could go for some trap setting.
So, tell me about this phasmid you're looking for then.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
So is Lena the only reason that you're interested in it? Because it doesn't seem to be as colourful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
Typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
He shakes his head. So what makes it so difficult to find then?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Oh. Do you think there's a phasmid in this area? Do you think that's what was hiding in those reeds that we were talking about with Inland Empire?
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our present case.
Because I feel like if you have, like, amazing perception, like, leveled up all the way, I feel like you could see the phasmid at some point. I feel like it's here. I feel like that's what it was talking about. So what sort of specialised techniques is the phasmid using to hide itself that you suspect then?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural.
Yeah,
about this
we
phasmid.
need something paranatural in this investigation. Even if it's a side investigation, hell yeah. So how big is it then?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
He leaves the conclusion up to you.
Seems puny, to be honest.
So what have you discovered about it so far then?
very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
No one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
The lieutenant interjects. There's probably a few blurry photographs of it.
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena said there's been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
You don't think that it's died out, the Insulindian phasmid?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Parthenogenesis?
Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
It's pretty clever. But, you know, I've watched Jurassic Park. I know how that can sometimes go. No, actually, yeah. I was like, no, that's not how it works. It's the complete opposite of Jurassic Park, where they're only females, so they can't breed. And then I was like, no, wait, that's why Jurassic Park went wrong, because they started to do it anyway. So yeah, it's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Okay, so tell me more about these traps then, that you're trying to do.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed the traps.
Yes.
He says with some pride. So how do they work then?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
And what you said you were using locusts as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
Yeah, what will you do if these traps don't work, though?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Hey! Interfacing. The cryptozoologist's wife has a name, and it's Lena, and she's awesome. She deserves her name being said. And it was a lot quicker to say it's clear Lena knows what she's doing than it's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Yes. What?
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
So you're living your childhood dream out here.
It's not child's play. Just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
That's not what I said. I just mean, you know, some people, like, dream when they're a kid that they're going to be, I don't know, a cryptozoologist, and then they grow up and they're like, no thank you. Like, I wanted to be a paleontologist. Wow, we've gone back to Jurassic Park. Because I was obsessed with dinosaurs. And then I grew up and, you know, guess what? Not a cryptozoologist, Jesus Christ. Not a paleontologist. So, yeah. Why a cryptozoologist? God, it's not even that late and I'm yawning my head off. Why not just be a zoologist then? Why did it have to be cryptozoology, huh?
Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea, but it does seem like a bit of wishful thinking.
My methods are the same as those of other scientists. I'll simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence, and I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen.
And has anything truly surprising ever happened to you?
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close.
Interesting. Something for later, this close call.
Yeah. Okay. So you. Well, let's ask about the evidence. What kind of evidence do you use?
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the Phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
But you've yet to discover a cryptid yourself?
No, very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
So how many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 are proven to be real? You need to tell me about these 2 right now.
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Hugo Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
Yep, as I nod approvingly, then the Insulindian Phasmid will be the 3rd.
Indeed.
He
If
does.
our
Oh,
expedition
sorry.
is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
He does not smile, just looks you in the eye. It's a forceful gaze. Okay, thank you for explaining that.
Yes?
So, if we check the traps for you, would you go back to Lena?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Nah, I'm all in with this cryptid shit. I'm hooked.
Caught the bug, I see. It's easier to get caught up in the search than you'd imagine.
Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The 3rd is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them...
He gestures to the trap in front of him.
You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
So what do I do if there's a Phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
And what if I encounter the Phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Okay.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
I'm not going to ask you to lay it on me thick, but lay it on me.
Wise choice.
He douses you with the odd-smelling spray and then gives you a satisfied nod.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
He looks at the lieutenant with disdain, then puts the spray back in his pocket. Okay, let's get to it.
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the boiling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, It's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
No, I'd rather get specific cryptids about Lena. We can ask him, like Rhetoric said, we can ask later, so I'll get going for now. And I will... So I need to check in Land's End. The one near the boathouse, the one near the canal, and then this one here. But... do I really want to talk to this guy? We'll keep it quick.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Yeah, we're done talking.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man. That sounds awfully familiar. Something to keep in mind for later.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revocol.
Ugh, his gaze shifts to the stocky pile. The pile of stocky logs at his feet.
He pronounces Revocol with a hard K, unlike other people.
Yeah. I don't know whether he'll be useful or not, but I don't want to talk to him.
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center.
Wumpty Dumpty Dum. Wumpty Dumpty Dum.
You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd.
No!
You hate them. Everyone hates
No!
them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
No, I like the name. It's gotta be a good thing because it's got a great name. Oh, -2 suggestion because I'm a pretentious wanker. Fuck. Okay. Whoa, but Encyclopedia Passives give plus 10 XP and plus 2 real. That could be useful. I'm usually always with Encyclopedia. But I don't like that. Might have to get rid of that eventually. Just disappointments once again. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else over here. We talked to Morale. He's a nice guy, although I don't like the guy he's hanging around with. Okay, so let's have a look up here a bit further. Anything good? Oh, quick travel unlocked. Church. Where'd my thingy go? There it is. Buzz, hum, the electricity flows through the wires with audible power. Okay, I will head that way in a bit. I just want to have a look at what this is.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Pick up the handset? Who would I want to call?
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
You said inoperable, but it is operable. Put 10 cents in and dial a random number. No, thank you. Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome. What's this then? A dead phone, smashed receiver, and looks like someone hung up too hard. Somebody was unhappy. Right. Looking back at you from the rust-coloured water, you. And I'll look at whatever this is. Mazoots. Okay. God. Doesn't look nice, does it? That water just looks minging. Ooh. A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. Before you, a drawbridge can only be lowered from the other side. Okay. Okay, and there's nothing here, is there? No. Let me just, there we go. What's this then? Is this a church? You feel the large shadow of a very large building fall on you. The sign reads St. Room 1147. Dusty pews in the shadow, many seem to be missing. Yeah, this is the church. An altar shrouded in darkness or something like that. It's too dark to tell. So yeah, let's... What's up here then? No, stop going back and forth. Let's go to the church first. We're here anyway.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Okay, so let's inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least.
Doesn't look like there's a door at all, you know.
Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Alright, not yet. We'll see if the door's actually open. But back off
This
for now.
cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Okay, look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Have you seen this symbol before, Kim?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
Does it look like a dead guy to you too?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What is suggested of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Alright, let's try and peel the sticker off without ripping it.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker on your ledger, right on the cover.
Voila. Looks very modern.
Okay, so take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and and a staple screwed into the wooden door. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
I've taken the sticker. So, are the doors actually locked?
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
Okay, so let's inspect the staple again, because it said it's easier for the staple than the door.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached.
Yep.
Should you want to
Yep.
get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
Okay. Should we start with that kick drum coming from the ice? I heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing bass. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere east of here.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Okay, fine. Let's leave. But how do we get over there? Do we start yelling at them? Why are you damn kids? Oh shit, is it that easy? Jesus Christ. Okay. Just have a look, see if there's anything up here. No. I was like, well, that's going to be difficult, but apparently not. I thought because the drawbridge was there, we wouldn't be able to get across. Must have taken a lot of patience to do this. We'll talk to him in a moment. Painted with pastels, someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. Trash from some unending party. A pole screwed into the ice, keeping the tent erect. And more tribalistic markings. The post is covered in little humanoids.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
So push it over then, maybe?
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
The lieutenant gestures towards the young woman next to the tent. Should have probably talked to her before, because then she'd be like, that's my very important thing. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours. It's a tent then, is it, huh?
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's
Yellow.
like nothing you've ever heard.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
One moment. I'll talk to the lady first. He's nice, I like him. I liked his hair.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat? I like the intent behind this, but it's very creepy calling this girl I've just met a dear child. So I have some questions for you, love.
For some reason, the words don't come out. Instead, you instinctively touch your collar to check your necktie.
Why?
It's crooked again! It always is! It's a traffic accident and a noose! Also, you should ask if she wants to party. Or better yet, ask her about that hat! Lest the necktie think you're boring.
Yeah, I get. Okay, fine. It's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I have a hat on. I do. I should and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Fuck the hat. Fuck the hat! Don't fuck the hat! Why am I trying? Why am I thinking about trying this? Because I know I fail and I'll get one of my things back. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah.
Lots of feeling. Feel it up. Way.
Oh my god, fuck the hat! Is that what you just said to me? I can't believe you told me to fuck the hat.
You're saying it really loud, but it's not coming out right. Maybe add more.
No! So I should just take this hat I'm wearing and fuck it right. Point at your head where the hat is located. Why am I wearing this hat? Engage in sexual intercourse with the hat? Right? No! Shut up! Shut up!
More.
Shut up! Why do I trust authority? I should never trust authority. I don't like authority. You're right here in the sea house. Okay, I give you a little ice cup hat punk show. Oh my god. Nope, nope, nope. I can't. I puff my cheeks out as if you can't even breathe from the sheer indignity of the affront.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Oh fuck! I've upset this girl.
The lieutenant is watching the scene unfold before his eyes, unsure how to react.
Kim, stop me! Stop me, Kim! Start jumping up and down on the sea ice, gesturing towards it with both hands as if to say, this is where it was supposed to take place. Oh, this +1 morale was not worth it.
The girl looks down, slowly curling into a ball. That's it. You've earned it. Start crying. Life's hard.
Yes, start crying. I am so embarrassed. Was that authority that screwed me, or was that empathy that screwed me? Yeah, it was authority that screwed me. So I'll trust my empathy and just start crying.
The young woman has kept her eyes trained on her wires, waiting for the sorry spectacle to end. But it's gone awful quiet up there. Then the sound of sobbing.
I'm not good with kids, okay?
Looking up, she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40, his face bloated from alcohol and God knows what else. Not so quietly, crying.
Oh god, this day has been the worst day. Yesterday was so good, and today is just like, oh my god.
This isn't really about the hat, is it?
No.
You know, you're not the only one with issues. I self-medicate. Shit. Life's a horror, you know?
And I lost that morale again anyway, so what was the fucking point?
Crying helps, though. Get it out your system. And then maybe we can talk, okay? I'll be here.
I'm so shit now. Kim wants to talk to me. I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry. Having looked away during the final phase of your little episode, the lieutenant now addresses you.
Do you want to talk about what just happened?
I mean, do you want to talk about what just happened? It was probably a good idea to talk about it, right?
Normally, I'm opposed to discussing one's feelings, especially on duty. But I think this is an exceptional case. So, what do you think happened?
I just experienced a minor malfunction. I'm okay now. Like, I do want to convince myself that I didn't have a major meltdown, but that's another red check, and I just don't trust myself with it. And I don't want to have another bloody meltdown in front of Kim.
Thy pen of lies runneth dry. Best to simply deny the truth, bold-facedly.
Nothing happened.
So you're saying you didn't break down in tears just now and nearly tear your shirt off?
I've never once cried in my entire life.
Uh-huh.
You could torture me, abandon me, even divorce me, and I'd still be dry as a desert. Yes, sir. Wiping my eyes. Never cried at all.
Yes, I've definitely never seen you cry before, nor lent you my handkerchief to dry your tears.
No, you haven't.
Methinks my liege doth protest too much. A performance that would make the star of a radio melodrama blush.
Even so, in the future, could you please refrain from emoting too much on duty? The quasi-legal status of the RCM means we need to project strength twice as consistently as any other police force in the world.
Weakness is my strength. I've got to say that 'cause I don't think I'll ever be able to control my emotions.
Not when projecting strength. Then it's just weakness.
Alright, and then it isn't strength, you're right.
Thank you. Glad to hear it was minor. Can you go on?
The end isn't it anyway, I might as well see this through. Yeah, I can, and I'm sorry, Kim, I promise this is the last time. I hope this is the last time.
Then let's go.
Literally the sorriest cop on earth. Sounds like me. Look, okay, I'm just having a really bad week. So, sorriest cop on earth, let's apologise.
No. Seriously, what's eating you, man?
There is a hint of pity in her eyes. Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing, and she wears thick black eyeliner. Most men wouldn't call her pretty. There is a manliness to her, a coarseness.
I mean, in the end, I did get a +1 morale, so that's something. But I've embarrassed myself in front of both these people. Luckily, the kids in the tent, probably music way up there, and they can't hear me. Yeah, sorry about that. Can we talk for a minute?
I was wondering when you would come around. What's up?
I guess there's something that's making my life hell.
What is it?
Yeah, people just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you've got to make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing. I wanted to actually talk about what's bothering me, not stupid political stuff.
So, the thing that's got you crying in front of strangers is the slow pace of social progress?
No, that's probably not it, is it?
No, it sounds like you've just got chick issues.
Now that you mention it, I found these letters I've thrown in the trash. They might have something to do with it.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Well, they were written in a woman's hand, and oh boy, did reading them make me feel not good.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all.
I don't
Who was
remember. I don't remember who she was.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
Yep, next to nothing. Although I need to preface that by saying I do not remember anything. I woke up Monday morning with a hangover so bad that it wiped out all of my memories, and I am slowly getting them back. And I found out about this woman, and I had a breakdown. I collapsed. Kim said that it was just that I hadn't had water for like 3 days, but I'm sure it's not that. But yeah, next to nothing.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
I mean, yeah, why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise? I'm not gonna call her a whore, okay?
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk I completely erased all memory of this world.
Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
It's obvious she's done more than booze.
Yeah, I've probably done more than booze logic.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
Königstein wank?
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
Yeah, thanks for the bullshit psych thing then.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Right. So we've had this wonderful conversation. I've yelled at you, I've broken down in front of you, and now I feel that 20 minutes later I should ask your name.
Estelle.
Estelle? And your surname?
Why?
I'm from the police. It's for the paperwork.
Okay, it's Burger.
Right, and what's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
Ah, what's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Ooh, absolutely useless to the conversation. But I got 10 XP and I got 2 real. Well, yeah, and then using my wife's name. How about my mother?
No. You're welcome.
How does this thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where did you get the mic from then?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
She forgets herself for a moment.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, no do I. But I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a wrecked tape player and a completely trashed hotel room. Hostel room.
That's cool.
She breathes on her fingers like she doesn't know what to say. Yeah, let's go back to the contact mic.
Sure.
Does this have anything to do with contact mic?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, I mean, forget it. No, the boxer, contact mic?
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
That's not fair. And an understatement.
Yeah, we're not going to have a go at her again, physical instruments. So, I have some non-mic questions for you.
Okay.
So, what are you actually doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
You're recording the ice?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her footsteps. So, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
Oh, what for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Everything checks out, sire.
Oh, shut up, drama. And so what are these recordings for then, the cracks of footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy.
Oh shit,
She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden.
It appears that I am contagious.
Take this, your call.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
I'm sorry about the fuck too.
It's okay.
The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Do you want my hat? You need this more than I do.
Thanks.
She puts it on. It's a bit large for her. Oh, I've lost my Dick Mullen hat. Why didn't I wear my stupid hat? Never mind. You said it's supposed to be a music place? What is it?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys? The boys in the tent?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
So why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
So why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
I had some other questions.
Go ahead.
Oh. So tell me more about this music place. You've been planning in the church?
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles as a mean wind comes bellowing in. The 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. So you want to turn the church into a club?
Know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
Yeah, I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Yeah, what is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Electronic instruments? Like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like. If it ever comes.
Okay. And did you put the padlock on the church?
No.
No?
Not really, no.
So this isn't yours? Show her the sticker.
It's Noid's.
And is Noid a friend of yours?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And why did they put a padlock on the church door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I do want to try that, but that's it for now.
Okay, bye.
She turns her attention back to the recording device. Hey guys, thanks for watching me play. If you liked what you saw, consider subscribing to my channel by pressing the button to the right. And if you fancy anything else, watching what I do, then click one of the videos to the left. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.